Chapter 20. One day, as he was teaching the people in the temple and proclaiming good news, the chief priests and the scribes, along with some of the elders, came up and questioned him. Tell us by what authority you do these miracles, and who is it that gives you this power? He answered them, I will also ask you a question. Now tell me, was the ritual immersion in water of Yohanan from heaven or by human design? They discussed it with one another, saying, if we say from heaven, then he will ask, why then did you not believe him? But if we say by human design, all the people will stone us because they are convinced that Yohanan was a prophet. So they answered that they did not know from where it originated. Yeshua said to them, neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. He began to tell the people this parable. A man planted a vineyard and leased it out to sharecroppers. Then he went away on a journey for a long time. At the harvest time, he sent a servant to the sharecroppers in order that they might give him some of the produce of the vineyard. But the sharecroppers beat him and sent him away empty-handed. Then he determined to send yet another servant. They beat him up also, tortured him shamefully, and sent him away empty-handed. So he made up his mind to send a third. After wounding this one, they threw him out. Finally, the owner of the vineyard said, what shall I do? I will send them my only son. Perhaps they will honor him. But when the sharecroppers saw him, they reasoned with one another, saying, this is the heir. Let us kill him so that the inheritance may belong to us. So they threw him out of the vineyard and murdered him. What therefore will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and destroy these sharecroppers and give the vineyard to others. When they heard it, they said, may God prevent it. But he looked at them and said, what then is this that is written? The stone which the builders rejected, this one has become the chief cornerstone. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, but on whomever it falls, it will crush him. At that very hour, the scribes and the chief priests wanted to arrest him, but they feared the people. They understood that he told this parable against them. So they watched him and sent spies who pretended to be righteous in order that they might catch him making some statement so as to deliver him over to the power and the authority of the governor. This questions him, saying, Rabbi, we know that you speak and teach the straightforward truth, and that you do not betray a partiality to any, but you teach the way of God in sincerity. Is it really permissible, according to the Torah, for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not? He detected their entrapment, however, and said to them, show me a denarius coin, whose image and likeness is inscribed upon it. They answered, Caesar's. With that he said to them, then give back to Caesar the things that belong to Caesar, but give to God the things that belongs to God. They were unable to trap him into making statement in the presence of the people. Marveling at his answer, they were silenced. Some of the Sadducees, who teach that there is no resurrection, approached him. They questioned him, saying, Rabbi, Moshe wrote us that if a man's brother who has a wife dies, and he is childless, then his brother should marry the wife and raise up children for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers. The first took a wife and died without any children. Also the second and the third married her, and in the same way all 7 died and left no children. Finally the woman also died. In the resurrection, therefore, whose wife will the woman be? After all, the 7 had her as wife. At that, Yeshua answered them, The children of his age marry and are given in marriage, but the ones who are considered worthy to attain to that age and to the resurrection from the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage, because they cannot die. They are like the angels and are the children of God in the resurrection. But that the dead are raised, even Moshe revealed in his experience at the burning bush, where he calls the Lord the God of Abraham, the God of Ishaq, and the God of Yaakov. Now he is not the God of the dead, but of those who live, because all are living for him. Some of the scribes answered and said, Rabbi, you have answered well. No longer did they have the boldness to question him. He said to them, how is it that they say the Anointed One is the son of David? After all, David himself said in the scroll of the Psalms, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. Hence David calls him Lord. How is he his son? While all the people were listening, he said to his disciples, beware of the scribes who likes to walk around in distinctive robes. They love respectful greetings in the marketplaces, the distinguished seats for recognition in the Jewish learning centers, and positions of honor at banquets. They take homes away from the widows, but say long prayers to make themselves look good. These will receive a more severe degree of judgment.